life will be even easier.
Cool Life, however, is more like a box of active grenades!
Mom, do not screw me over again! If I take that thing to school, everyone's gonna think I'm a poverty-stricken asshole!
What's going on, you cartoon connoisseurs? Welcome back to the channel. It's good to see you. Today we are venturing into the truly unsettling corners of our favorite media. Pint-sized psychopaths, the pint-sized pioneers of peril, the most evil children in cartoon history. Forget your charming protagonists and their plucky sidekicks. We're talking about the kids who consistently prove that true evil knows no age limit, no moral compass, and often no discernible reason beyond pure unadulterated malice. From the seemingly innocent to the outright tyrannical, these tiny terrors have left trails of psychological trauma, physical destruction, and existential dread across their animated worlds. Get ready to question everything you thought you knew about our childhood innocence, because we're counting down the top 5 most evil children in cartoon history. Prepare for an in-depth breakdown of their most unforgivable atrocities. You will never look at them the same again. Let's dive into the adorable, horrifying depth. Kicking off our list at number 5, demonstrating that absolute conformity can be absolutely terrifying. We have the chillingly polite, perfectly sinister collective, the delightful children from down the lane from Cartoon Network's codenamed Kids Next Door. These aren't just villains, they're the antithesis of childhood joy. The adopted children of the notorious villain father, always dressed in pristine, identical clothing and speaking in unsettling unison. They exist solely to enforce adult tyranny and crush the spirits of every child who dare to have fun and resist authority. What makes the delightful children evil? Their most insidious acts include leading countless attempts to delightfulize other children, which involves brainwashing them into perfect, obedient, fun-hating automatrons, thereby destroying their individuality and their spirit. Number 2, operating advanced destructive technology to attack the Kids Next Door treehouse in operation, often resulting in widespread chaos and danger for other children. Number 3, serving as primary enforcers of adult tyranny, actively working to impose strict rules, endless chores, and joyless activities on all children, robbing them of their childhood. Number 4, developing horrific inventions like the decommissioning chamber, designed to erase the memories of the Kids Next Door operatives, effectively stripping them of their identity and purpose. And number 5, their unsettlingly perfect, unified demeanor, which masks a cold, calculated, and utterly remorseless determination to suppress all forms of rebellion and fun. Sliding into our number 4 spot, proving that genius and ruthlessness knows no age, especially across infinite dimensions. We have the calculating, cold, and utterly terrifying evil Morty from Adult Swim Rick and Morty. Don't let the classic Morty look fool you. This kid is a master strategist with cosmic ambitions. While most Mortys are lovable sidekicks, evil Morty is an anomaly. A super intelligent, hyper competent strategist who sees beyond the chaos of the multiverse. His evil isn't random, it's meticulously planned, long game pursuit of freedom and power regardless of the cost of countless lives. What makes evil Morty evil? His chilling actions include mentally torturing and controlling thousands of other Mortys, using them as living shields and sources of power, literally embedding them with mind control devices. Number 2, orchestrating elaborate political schemes and assassinations to climb the ranks of power within the Citadel of Ricks, demonstrating a cold, detached approach to life and death. Number 3, sacrificing entire populations and institutions, including the vast majority of the Citadel of Ricks, simply to achieve his ultimate goal, escaping the central finite curve, part of the multiverse dominated by Ricks. And number 4, possessing a chillingly logical and remorseless demeanor, viewing other beings, especially Ricks and Mortys, as expendable tools in his grand plan. Evil Morty represents pure, unfailing evil. He's a child who has outgrown the need for empathy, manipulating and discarding countless lives across dimensions to forge his own path. His calm, calculated brilliance makes him one of the most terrifying and effective villains in all of animation. And at number 3, the poster child for evil cartoon kids, a character whose name is synonymous with depravity, Eric Cartman from Comedy Central South Park. While he has a laundry list of atrocities, one act stands above all, his most definingly evil moment. Cartman is a master manipulator, a pathological liar, and a deeply prejudiced sociopath. He embodies every negative human trait, amplified to grotesque proportions, and consistently demonstrates a chilling lack of empathy or remorse for the pain he inflicts. What makes Eric Cartman evil? His most notorious and defining act is orchestrating the murder and cannibalism of Scott Tenorman's parents in Scott Tenorman Must Die, Season 5, Episode 4. For a mere $16, Cartman meticulously plans and executes a scheme to have a pair of innocent adults killed, then grinds their body into chili and forces their son Scott to eat them completely unaware. The sheer psychological torture, the premeditated murder, and Cartman's chilling joy as Scott breaks down, famously declaring the tears of unfathomable sadness as delicious, sets a new benchmark for cartoon villainy. Beyond this, he also intentionally gives Cal HIV, leads an anti-Semitic hate group, attempts genocide against poor people, tries to get Kenny's family killed or starved, and makes a pact with Cthulhu to destroy
Hate-filled
lives.
Cthulhu from a dimension far away, flying through gates of madness and into your heart.
Yeah, fuck all you!
Turning dreams into nightmares.
Cartman's evil is boundless, creative, and always executed with a chilling, self-satisfied grin. At number 2, proving that even adorable infants can harbor world-conquering, matricidal desires, we have the intellectual, diabolical, and perpetually misunderstood baby, Stewie Griffin from Fox and later Adult Swim's Family Guy. In his early seasons, Stewie was pure, unfiltered evil in a onesie, while later seasons softened him into a more complex character. Early Stewie was a literal infant with a mind of a supervillain and an unyielding desire to kill his mother, Lois, and take over the world. His primary motivations was pure malevolence and a desperate need for absolute control. What makes Stewie evil? His most heinous acts include repeated elaborate attempts at matricide, consistently trying to murder his mother Lois, using a vast array of futuristic weaponry and traps, all to rid himself of her perceived tyranny. Number 2, designing and building weapons of mass destruction, often intended for world domination or simply to cause chaos and suffering. Number 3, planning and attempting global conquest, viewing humanity as an inferior and designed to subjugate and destroy it. Number 4, displaying utter contempt and disdain for almost everyone around him, seeing them as mere obstacles or pawn in his grand schemes. For a baby, his scientific genius is terrifying and applied purely to destruction and personal gain. He's living proof that even before you can walk, you can be planning global conquest and the demise of your own mother.
Yeah, you like that? That feel good? That feel good? Where's the money, man? Where's my money? You got till 5 o'clock. You hear me? You got till 5 o'clock.
You freaking psychopath!
Clean yourself up.
And finally, claiming an undisputed top spot for sheer, inherent, unadulterated, and truly chilling malice, we have the emotionless, manipulative, and terrifying little girl, Mandy, from Cartoon Network, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. She's not just evil, she is evil. Unlike others on the list who might be driven by ambition or a twisted sense of justice, Mandy is simply a force of pure destructive will. She possesses no discernible compassion, no joy beyond the suffering of others, and the iron will that can even bend the fabric of reality and the Grim Reaper himself to her whims. What makes Mandy evil? Her most horrifying acts and characteristics include enslaving the Grim Reaper, death itself, forcing him to be her eternal slave after winning a bet, and constantly exploiting his powers for petty, cruel, or destructive purposes. Number 2, manipulating everyone around her with ease, her friends, family, and even powerful supernatural beings through sheer force of will and intimidation. Number 2, actively desiring and achieving world domination, leading to a dystopian future where she rules with an iron fist and everyone is miserable and controlled. Number 3, exhibiting zero empathy or compassion for anyone, taking visible pleasure in the suffering and discomfort of others. And number 4, possessing an inherent, unyielding malevolence that is part of her very being. She doesn't need a reason to be evil, it's just who she is. Mandy's evil is primal and absolute. She doesn't need powers, though she often has them. Her will alone is enough to terrify the living and the dead. She's the ultimate proof that sometimes the biggest monsters come in the smallest, most unassuming packages. And there you have it, folks, a deep dive into the truly terrifying world of cartoon children who have redefined going too far. These aren't just bad kids, these are the future dictators, mass murderers, and psychological tormentors in training. Which one of these tiny terrors gave you the most nightmares? Are there still other pint-sized psychopaths you think deserve a place on this list of infamy? Let me know in the comments below. If you're a glutton for punishment and appreciate the animated anti-heroes, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more dives into the depraved and brilliant, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss my next video. Thanks for watching, and remember, never trust a kid who doesn't smile.